Hi, welcome to Laura's View and Tarot 2. I am so glad you're here. Today's date is Tuesday, January 2nd, 2024. I hope everyone had a fabulous and safe New Year's. I did, and quiet one. Still unpacking. I was running the vacuum within minutes of midnight. So I'm not quite a party animal. Well, today in this video, I want to take a quick look at something, and I didn't do a compilation for you because it's something we can discuss and then read about. Almost daily, I am seeing celebrities announcing that if Donald Trump is elected in 2024, they are leaving the United States. Now, this tends to mirror what we heard back in 2016. Notably, and even our beloved normies can't argue with this one of the celebrities back then that talked about leaving if he was elected was Rachel Chandler, who ended up actually being sentenced to prison time for her shenanigans. So, knowing that in some cases people were talking about leaving because they actually were a little worried about shenanigans, when I saw something on Twitter that someone asked a question that made a perfect tarot question. They said, are all of these celebrities that are talking about leaving the United States, and they include, this is just a few of them, Jimmy Kimmel, Cher, Jane Fonda. There's been many that are talking about leaving the United States if Mr. T is elected and or returns to office. And I just, the question that they asked was, are these people talking about leaving, or is it a communication that they have been in some way dealt with at the spa, or headed that way, or worried that they're headed that way? Let's ask the universe for some insights about that. Okay, I thought it'd be interesting to find out. So we're asking for, again, relevant to this timeline that we are on, the celebrities or people that consider themselves celebrities that are announcing they will leave the United States if Donald Trump returns to office. We'd like insights and information about what is behind all of these declarations. And let's see what the cards have to say. By the way, when this video concludes, I do have a little announcement that has nothing to do with current events. It's just for some of our newer viewers that seem to be having a little difficulty navigating and understanding the YouTube channel. So I'm going to go over that briefly. But again, it's nothing current event-ish, but it may be relevant information for a few of my newer viewers. So hang with me if you're interested in that topic. But right now, let's find out what the universe wants us to know about all of these celebrity declarations of leaving the country if Mr. T returns to office officially. Okay, insights and information about these celebrity declarations of we're leaving the country if Donald Trump returns to office publicly. I want to phrase it that way so it's not just based on a possible re-election, a return to office, either one. What's up with these declarations? As if we care, it's like, go already. They remind me of a toddler threatening to run away from home. And you tell them to go and watch them walk to the end of the block and come back. In 2016, there weren't very many that made that declaration that left, were they? They were all going to go to Canada then. Now they're being less specific. They're just going to leave the country. Okay, we have an Eight of Wands, King of Wands, the Fool, the Hermit, the Four of Pentacles, the Chariot, and the Three of Swords. Okay, let's talk about what insights I'm getting here. I was kind of hoping we'd have just a flat out judgment or justice card show up, but these still have some information for us. Now, it does look like there is, first of all, they're not being totally honest about their plans. That's indicated here with the Three of Swords, which is also about some heartache. So they are not happy with the very real possibility that there may be a change of of office and representation. Okay, so the situation is indicated with the Eight of Wands, and this is a card of fast-moving events. Okay, now the King of Wands he is a wise and indicates some wisdom. So first of all, they know the wise thing to do is not be here if the changes take place that have been talked about. But also just understand that the whole situation is being overseen by some very wise and loving energy. Now, the Fool is the recent past. And we've always talked about how we are told again and again that a lot of things have happened. They're just letting what they call the movie play out. So we're slowly getting caught up to what's actually really happened. And the Fool is starting out on a new journey. And that's really interesting. So as we, and it's showing up in the recent past position. So again, indicating that actually there's been some things happening in the recent past that are already done with, that have set us on a new course. Now, reassuring us, the Hermit card, which is our divine energy. Sometimes it indicates, and this is for you if your lens is this broad, but except I think it's all of the above, that it's our loving creator energy, kind of helping humanity to get our children safe and get our sovereignty back. It is benevolent off-world help. It's even future self help that has worked together with the earthly alliance to bring about some changes. And he's shining a light on the events. So at a time, and we're coming up on that time of it, because this is the current line here. So when there's some fast moving events, we need to know that they're always overseen by, and even to some extent guided and directed by, loving energy. Again, with whatever lens you have to whatever your belief allows for that. I don't want to push any particular ideology off on people. So this card can indicate whatever you want as far as understanding how these cards are saying. Now, moving forward in the near future, there's going to be some moves happening. Yeah, so there are some moves happening with these people, but maybe not what they hope. Here's where the sadness comes in. They're actually, again, I do think that there's some that they're indicating that the move they anticipate is not one they actually want. It's possibly some spa treatments in their future. And the conserving energy and being modest with your resources is showing up here for the near future for those folks. So I think what it is if they are guilty of crimes against humanity in any form or fashion, their resources are confiscated and they're going to have to manage with much, much less. Although it may not matter where they go, they may not have a lot of shopping opportunities. Let's get a few more cards and see, because this was kind of a fun subject. We have the Four of Wands and the Four of Swords, and two more, Page of Pentacles and the Nine of Swords. Okay, now this card is indicating that there's some agreements. It's showing up here, kind of touching on the benevolent and off-world and loving creator energy here. So again, there's been an agreement to deal with these people that are saying they're going to leave in some way, and some of them are going to have an outcome that they're not very happy with. The universe is indicating here with this card to me that there is some information, some actually valid information about these roundups, these apprehensions, whatever that's going on with these situations with these celebrities that is not being shared at this time because it's in process. Again, I let the universe dictate what is shared with us. I don't want to be the filter, so sometimes the universe indicates there's more going on than they're sharing at this time, again, for operational safety, and that is absolutely fine with me. Page of Pentacles showing up here, and also the Nine of Swords. Nine of Swords shows us that there's not as much to worry about as we possibly think there is. And again, hopefully this is with the actions involving these celebrities and just a general cleanup of Hollywood, the entertainment industry and what have you, that is probably a little farther along than we're being publicly told. It's unfolding to us in the public domain after the fact. The Page of Pentacles indicates some worthwhile effort going on and some truth happening. So I like that. So let's recap. We were asking for some insights and information about all of these celebrity or so-called celebrity declarations that they are leaving the United States if Mr. Trump is back in office for some reason. We wondered what was going on. As I said, I was kind of hoping to see some justice or judgment cards, but there was still a little nod that way because, first of all, we were kind of informed that, again, we are learning after the fact many of these things that have already happened. So the journey, the path to a new place and way of operating is well on the way. The information rollout lags behind that, and that's fine. If it needs to be that way, it is. The hermit card showed up for the present, showing us some information that again, these activities that the celebrities are worried about, they're divinely aided and influenced, which helps bear some truth to the phrase, nothing can stop what is coming. Okay. The near future card, again, think about these celebrities. They may have much fewer resources at their disposal. And one of the reasons for that is if someone is guilty of crimes against humanity, there's an executive order that has not been deleted by President Biden that says that if you've got, they can have their assets seized. And so a lot of these celebrities, if they're guilty of that, they're going to have a lot less to work with. There are some moves happening for them, but again, since it's showing up across from this card, the moves they're talking about aren't ones they're actually very happy about, that they're going to be very happy about. They may be going somewhere, like I said, where they're not going to have a lot of need for disposable income and shopping and things like that. So, you know, do the crime, you do the time, right? Absolutely. Well, that's it for this video, at least the current events portion of it. I thank you so much for your time and your attention and spending a little time of it with me. And I don't take you for granted ever. I appreciate each and every one of you. And with the highest and most loving possible motives, I wish you love and light. And I'll see you next time. Bye. Okay, now let's talk about the channel navigation that people have had a little trouble with. I'm going to go to a share screen, which will take you to the Laura's View and Tarot 2 YouTube channel homepage. Okay, now people, if you get this, here are some tabs. You may not realize these are tabs that you can go to. You're on the home here with the videos, okay? If you click on the videos, you see more than these half dozen that are shown here. It will show you all of them, and you can sort them out by the latest or most popular or oldest. Okay, if you want to see how far we've come. Now, here's one that might be valuable to people. We keep our monthly meditations are done on a live stream, and you can look at the different topics we're having. You're welcome to go back over them if there's one that interests you. We've had meditations that involve, and also I've done a few live streams that were just current event reads or taking questions from people. So there's a few of those. We did a meditation here about having purified and cleansed pharmaceutical products available for the human race. We've had some that were about discernment. We've had some that were about staying calm, being thankful. Lots of things for the, if you can look back at those, because those, if they're topic specific, they're not going to be too much variation for them. Again, and you want to see how we run our meditations, that our energy is protected, and we do it with the highest possible aims. There you have it in the live. Now, there's only one playlist on my channel. If you have gotten interested in reading tarot cards the way I do, I was horrified at some of the prices people charge for learning to read tarot. And I did 2 videos that are about a half hour each The first one will take you all the way up to doing a 3-card read, which actually for most of my life, that's kind of what I did to get answers. That was usually in depth enough for me. As I got ready to do the channel, I learned some other more in-depth type of readings. And then the second one will take you to all the way through the Kachina knife spread, which is usually the one I use on camera here. And I like that one because it does go deeper and it still fits in the frame. So that'll take you there. But again, thinking that a lot of times people don't want to wait their way through hours and hours of lessons to actually get some hands-on experience. The first one will get you to a 3-card read with some confidence. And then in the community, there are times that we do announcements. This was a really rough home done video showing you my new place before I moved in, topics, stuff that's stuff that's on my mind. So if you want to look at some of those, you can. So those are what the tabs are. Let's go back to the home here. Okay. So if you're wondering what happens, where are the meditations, they're going to be under the live. Things I've just written people about, they're in the community. And then there's only one playlist, and it's the 2 videos on reading tarot cards. And I do teach a very protected method of it. That was another thing that bothered me, was that it is so important to make sure you are protected when you use tarot cards. And so I wanted to make sure that that was a big part of what was introduced to people. So that's what the tabs are. Now, that said, there are some times, there's some devices that don't allow you to open those. I know my iPad is an older model. It won't let me click on the community tab and open it. My phone will, my computer will, but not my old iPad that I use mostly for reading, downloaded books. So if your device tells you it can't open it, there's nothing wrong. It's just that some devices don't open these tabs. So don't lose sleep over it. If you have a device that does, now you know how to use these tabs and where to find them. Okay? Well, I hope that helps some of you that have struggled or wondered where the tarot lessons are, or where they could view the most recent meditation we've done, because we talk about how you can view them after the fact and send your energy back to the meditation time. And it's valuable, it's useful, it helps. So hopefully that does assist you in a little bit of the navigation. And I hope everybody is having a fabulous start to this Gregorian calendar new year. Other calendars, it's not the new year yet, but most of us working with the Gregorian, unless we're in Ethiopia or Russia. So we'll just leave it at that. And any time is a good time to wish someone positive energy and love and light and all things bright. Bye.